Hello, my name's Viv and I'm going to be your trainer for this session. This is the introduction to Teams. It's the first one of 5 sessions that we're going to do, and in this session we're going to focus on chat. Let me just minimize this and then we'll get straight into it. This is your chat. Here you can do one-to-one individual messages with people or one to a group. Up to 100 people can be in your group messaging, but it is primarily designed for one-to-one or one-to-a-few. So I've got a chat going on here with Andy. Let's just put a new message in here just to show you it working. And then I'm going to show you a few features of it. So we get the good morning here. I can respond to any messages Andy's done. If you hover over it, you get the emoji icons. Going here. We can also save messages, we can mark it as unread, we can share it to Outlook, and I can see that Andy is replying to my message. If I press the format button, it allows me to bring up this. I can put bold, italics, I can use highlighting, I can use bullet points and all of that. This also allows me to do a multi-line message. Instead of having to press Control during it, then I press the send button. So that is messages back and forward. If I go to the top here, I've got the option to start a video call with Andy. If I press this button, I can start an audio call with Andy, and this one would screen share. We'll cover these in other parts of our Teams training, because these are areas that we will use in video and audio calls and in team meetings. 2 other buttons at the top here. If I press this button, it pops this chat out. So I can actually have multiple windows with different chats going on, which then I can go back into Teams, into Calendar, into various other bits, or have various different chat windows open, and I can use them there. So we've got that going on, and Andy's replied to that, and we get responses. I can reply from this window. Let me just close this down so I can show you a few more of the bits on this screen. Next I want to show you is this button. If we can add people to a chat, this takes it from being a single individual chat to having a number of other people in it. So you can have, as I said, up to 100, but usually this would be used for 2 or 3 people. We started a new conversation with Andy and another person, and this would be a group messaging. Again, it tells us who's in it. If we press there, press this button, we can add more people into it and see who's in the meeting. Once we add more people, we get asked the question, do we want to include the last few days' conversation to the new person joining the chat? So that's another feature that we've got here. Let's go back to the conversation with Andy. I want to show you the other features on here. Down here we can decide to set a priority in a message. Most of them will remain as standard. Here we can do emojis, we can do GIFs, and we can do memes. We can set up a meeting with them, scheduling a meeting by pressing on that button, and that would bring us to our calendar, and it would schedule a meeting for that person. So I'm going to close that because we will cover that in meetings. Back into chat, a few last things I want to show you here before we talk about files is if I press this button, we can pop it out as well. Before we can mark messages unread, we can unpin it. So this is currently pinned to the top. We can mute it or we can manage the apps. So I'll unpin it just to show me pinning it again. This is all of my messages, all of my conversations, and I can pin the most important ones to the top. And then I can have the most important ones here. I can look at my contacts and any chats I've had with that, and I can filter my chats from here. Filter by name, filter by unread, filter by meetings. The place that you start a brand new chat is by pressing that button. If we press this new button, we can start typing a person's name in. If we already have a chat with that person, it will open up that chat. Otherwise, it will start a new chat, or we can actually do it as a group as well. So that's most things to do with chat covered. The only thing I want to do now is I want to show you about files. If we press this paperclip icon, it's very similar to the paperclip that you see in Outlook. And then we can either upload from my computer or we can send it from something that's already in my OneDrive. If I upload from my computer, it moves the file to OneDrive. The other place that we see this is along the top. We got files. And if I click on files, it shows me the files that I have already shared with Andy. It's not actually attaching them to an email, it's actually sharing them through your OneDrive. I can open them from here, I can download them, I can get a link, I can add new files, Andy can add new files to me, and we can collaborate and work on the same files together. It's as simple as pressing the share button, and if we choose to upload from the computer, we can take a file from a folder or from my desktop, and I can open it and upload it to this point. It tells me it's uploading, and then it's available for Andy and myself to look on, to share, and to work together on. Thank you very much. In the next video, we're going to cover activity feed, settings, and calls.